Hi, this is Melissa P. Dunn, CEO of MD Marketing and Consulting, host of this Dunn Wisdom movement, and of course, commissioner in the city of Lauderhill. Welcome to season 2 of the Dunn Wisdom Show. I am so excited to introduce you to my special guest today. As you can see, I'm in a different environment. I'm actually in my office at City Hall. And I came here intentionally because in the beginning, when I started this show right after the pandemic, I used to do a Lauderhill Business Spotlight. Well, guess what? We are bringing it back. And we're bringing it back in season 2, episode number 1. And how fitting that my guest today is not only a graduate of my Lauderhill Shines program, but she is also the very first person to successfully make it to the crowdfunding round of the Prosperity Project with the Kiva Hub. Listen, her story is amazing. I'm going to introduce you to Allison McIntosh of Cute Cookies. Hey, Miss Allison, welcome to the conversation.
Hi, Commissioner Dunn. Thanks for having me.
My pleasure. So, Allison, tell me who is Allison McIntosh?
So, Allison McIntosh is a pretty humble person. I've never really liked the spotlight. And before Cute Cookies was born, I was a part of a national franchise in a popular mall in Broward County. And so the passion has always been there for this idea. And so, having had that business fail, I really never lost my passion. Baking was always my happy place. And so I had to revisit, like that thing kept waking me up out of my bed at night at 1 a.m. And I was like, yeah, I have to do something about this. And so coincidentally, it was the same time I had seen the ad for Lauderhill Shines cohort
Mhm.
11. And I said, I'm seizing the opportunity. And out of that, Cute Cookies was born. And so I don't know if at this point you'd like me to tell you a little bit more
Let's
about
have a conversation. Let's slow down a little bit. Let's unpack that a little bit. So, you were part of Lauderhill Shines cohort 11. And what I liked about you is that you showed up consistently, right?
Yes.
You had a dream and you wanted to make it happen. With Lauderhill Shines, we offered free training to Lauderhill entrepreneurs. What was happening in your life at the time that made you decide that now is the moment to enroll and get going again?
Well, I'm firstly a single mom of 3 girls, and I really, really wanted to be back in the entrepreneurship field, but I was a little bit limited between my day job, not having the time. But it so happened that my dad had decided to come and assist me in terms of taking care of the girls and so forth. And I'm like, I really do not have an excuse at this moment to really go back into what I consider to be my passion, a dream that has never left me. And so with that, I started to search because I'm like, I also need mentorship because this time I don't have a franchise backing me. I'm doing this alone. I'm doing this for myself. And that thought was a little bit scary.
I imagine it was, especially, you've just gone through a divorce. You
Yes.
lost the first business, which you were in with your ex-husband, right? And
Yes.
so you are now starting over, single mom with 3 girls and
Yes.
a dad, and you were afraid, but you did it anyway.
Yes. It just would not leave me. Like I said, I remember waking up 1 week straight at 1 a.m. and the thought kept coming back. The business, your passion. And at first I brushed it off. Like the first 2 nights, I was like, but then I really had to start paying attention. And I was like, yes, I need to do something about this. So it was just this nagging thing, I would say, that just kept waking me up, you know?
Listen, obedience, as you know, is the first step to making your dreams happen. And when you keep waking up at 1 o'clock in the morning, that's how you know that you know that you know that that's the right thing to do.
Yes, for sure.
Mm, fantastic. So you decided to enroll in Lauderhill Shines. And
Yes.
how was that experience for you?
That experience was everything that I needed. It was just amazing the way things flowed. The passion reignited the same time Lauderhill Shines was happening. And I happened to have been to two graduations prior to even
Oh, wait, you
enrolling.
didn't tell me that. You were at two graduations before. So you watched other people
Yes.
do the work and walk across the stage and kind of imagine, my God, what if that could be me?
Yes.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yes. And so I said in that same moment, to me, it was almost as if it was God ordained, because in the same
Mhm.
time the passion came back, there was the advert, the ad for Lauderhill Shines. And I said, oh my gosh, I'm doing this. I need mentorship. This sounds like everything I need in this season. And so I applied, fair and all. I said, I'm doing this.
And do what you did. So you went through the program. And by the way, everyone, Lauderhill Shines is a free capacity building program that I offer in the city of Lauderhill for Lauderhill residents or, business owners who want to start or scale a business in the city of Lauderhill. And we're actually accepting applications right now. That's the website. So if you are looking to start or scale a business in Lauderhill, come on over. We have a program for you. So you went ahead and signed up for the program. And while you were there, we actually was launching a new project called the Kiva Hub that we piloted with your cohort. And what the Kiva Hub does is that it provides up to $15,000 of zero interest loans to help small businesses like yours start or scale. And unfortunately, I made the opportunity available to 25 entrepreneurs, and only a handful was willing to take the opportunity. Why do you think that was? And what made you say yes?
Well, I know being from the Caribbean, and personally, I am really a private person. Whether it's something good, I'm private. It's something bad, I'm still private. And so I think mostly for people of Caribbean descent, it's like we were trained that way, to be so prideful in, we don't want that exposure to say we're asking for somebody to lend, we're asking for donations. But I think I had reached a place of desperation in that,
Mm.
building my life after divorce, I am depleted. And I was like, it's all or nothing this time. Pride aside, I'm going to do what I have to do. I'm very motivated and I need to see this business succeed. And so I was like, I'm doing it anyway.
I love it. You were afraid and you made the decision to do it anyway. And when we did the Kiva Hub to prepare you to even apply, we hosted a series of boot camps. You
Yes.
showed up, you brought your girls, we baked cookies. What was that like? I know part of your story is that you regularly bake with the kids. So tell me about the business and how your girls help.
Um, Before we even, it's so funny how I even started that business with the franchise, because the girls at that time, I only had two girls, and they always used to see me in the kitchen. And so, because of that, if you're in an environment where you're seeing something, automatically it also becomes a part of you. And so they used to come and join me in the kitchen, because I used to do cakes as well and stuff. And they're like, Mommy, can I help you with this? Can I help you with that? And I was even looking back at a clip the other day when my eldest, she was maybe at about 4 at the time, and she was in the kitchen helping me. And I actually had the video on because I was showing my mom as well, and I was recording for her like it was a show. And I'm like, come, baby, help me do this. And so it was the way we shared moments, we shared laughter. It was my fun, my happy place. And then to see us opening that business and the mall, and the girls being there to see, picking them up from daycare, headed back to the mall to make sure that things were on point with the employees and stuff. It just created a space that you are proud as a mom to see that your girls are seeing that you're doing everything. And so it remained with them even to this day. The moment I'm like, I'm ready, they're ready to to help me to do stuff. I did two pop-up shows these two past Saturday, one in the city of Lauderhill, the other in Sunrise, and the girls were elated. They were my little helpers, and I can see that it is instilling those values that I would like them to have for the future, to be successful. And so, if for nothing, I'm happy I'm building a legacy for my girls.
I love that. You are building a legacy for your girls. And so the business, tell me a little bit about what you offer.
Okay, so for right now, because there's a start and then there's also an end goal. So for now, Cute Cookies as a brand, we're focused on doing freshly baked cookies. So we focus on your everyday must-have, chocolate chip pecans, oatmeal raisin, peanut butter, sugar cookie, ice sugar cookie. And then there's also the spin-off where we do those handcrafted custom cookie designs for celebrations such as birthday showers, weddings. We also are in the corporate space where we do customer appreciation day. So, for instance, Done Wisdom Show, picture that on a cookie that's custom, and so we try to capture those moments. My tagline is where joy is baked into every bite because I
I
do it
love that.
joyfully, and I would like to pass that on, that joy as well, that joy on as well to my customers. And so that's basically it in a nutshell. But the end goal, this is just to raise enough capital to make it into retail, because just like I love cookies, like I'm happy I eat cookies, I'm sad I eat cookies, I have my lunch or my dinner, the first thing I'm like, I need something sweet, and it's going to be cookies. And so I want my brand to be that go-to where when you go to the store, you'll be like, oh, let me pick up some cookies. Guess what? You're picking up Cute Cookies. And so that is my dream. That is my end goal. I want it first in South Florida. I want it nationally. I want it in other countries. And I will keep working at it, as long as the Lord allows me to push this brand and this vision.
I love that. And I love your vision. And I love that you are, doing it with joy. And so it's from your hands to the hands of your customers joyfully, right?
Yes.
So right now you are a startup and you are doing a raise through Kiva as a part of our prosperity project through the Kiva Hub. You're crowdfunding money in order for you to do what exactly?
So initially, this $7,000 is basically to cover three main areas that I think I need to just focus on. So the first one is for the equipment that I need. That's roughly about $3,000, and then I have $2,000 that I'll be focusing on marketing and brand visibility, because we know that is very much needed in this, especially in this time. And then the remaining, I'll be focused, the remaining $2,000, I'll be focused on rebranding my packaging for the future, because right now it's pretty basic. I have a sample I took along with me for this interview. So the packaging right now is pretty basic, all right, pretty standard. And I need to transform this into something that as your eye sees it in a retail location, you're like, I'm interested, I need to try this. So basic designs, I need to turn it into something so amazing. And so that is what this will help me to do initially.
So the packaging, the equipment that you need to transition into making those branded specialty cookies, right?
Yes.
And marketing and then packaging. So what does a cookie retail for now?
So I'm not going to call a brand name, but there's a cookie that I love, like I must have it. Everybody knows that it's my go-to. And so that is a pack of like maybe I'd say 2.5 inch cookies. It's two to a pack that sells for $2, I think, and 64 cents.
Mm-hmm.
And you can also buy them by the box as well for 12, for if you want to pack that for your kids, which is also the idea that I'm leaning towards as well.
Okay,
So
so
two
it's
dollars and
competitive,
sixty four
so
cents.
it's competitively priced with another brand that you currently enjoy, and
Yes.
that's kind of like your brand, your inspiration brand, right?
Yes.
So you're selling them at a competitive price. Your long-term vision is to be in retail stores. It's to allow you to sell, packs instead of singular cookies.
Yes.
And did I hear you say that part of this money is going to help you to get an equipment?
Yes.
So what will that equipment do exactly?
So it's for instance, you have the holiday themed cookies that we always see for St. Patrick's Day, for Christmas Day, for Thanksgiving, for Halloween. So it takes me about 7 minutes on average to design those specialty cookies. This equipment that I'm about to get is a game changer. I'll be able to do maybe 12 designs, 12 cookies in a minute. All right. And it takes away the handwork. And so it's fully automated, it's safe, it's healthy, and it's a polished design look. Because right now, what it's going to do for me is increase productivity.
I love that. It's going to increase productivity and it's going to really expose you to a whole new market, because
Yes.
then you'll be able to make Done Wisdom show cookies.
Yes, indeed. I'm looking forward to that.
And you'll be able to do Lauderhill Shines cookies. So I'm going to listen, I'm going to say that you are going to raise this money. Your raise initially was $7,000, right?
Yes.
That's what Kiva approved you for. And you
Yes.
have 30 days to raise $7,000. And so I'm going to tell you this now. I'm going to project that you're going to raise the money, and I'm going to say that for the cohort 12 graduation, we are going to order from you Lauderhill Shines cookies,
Yes.
so that everybody who graduates from the program in 3 months will be able to get cute cookies with the Lauderhill Shines logo that I'm currently wearing on my shirt. How is
Ye-
that?
Yes, I'm touching and agreeing.
Listen, let's touch and agree, girl. So I have right now the website link for Cute Cookies page, and I want to kind of show you what it looks like. This is when you go to the Kiva Hub. This is what you're going to see. Are you seeing my screen fully?
Yes.
All right.
Maybe it needs to be a little bit bigger because I'm seeing it, but not, it's very small.
Okay, all right. So let me do this then. Let me
Yes.
share with you her story, guys. Listen to this.
Hi, my name is Allison, and I'm the
Very.
founder of Cute Cookies. Baking has always been my happy place. But after going through a very difficult divorce, it became the way I rebuilt my life and created a new beginning for myself and for my 3 daughters. Cute Cookies is my way of turning that pain into something joyful. I make handcrafted cookies for celebrations, gifting, and everyday smiles. And my dream is to grow into a retail ready cookie brand you can one day find on store shelves. I'm raising $7,000 through Kiva to upgrade my equipment, develop packaging, and to launch the first version of my retail ready cookie line. This loan will help me rebuild my life. Thank you for supporting me, my girls, and the sweet future we're working towards.
So I remember when we recorded that, Allison, when we recorded that video, you were really so emotional. What was going through your mind when you recorded that?
Whew. So it was very real for me because it's like I've had to live through having my dream and then having it taken away from me, feeling like a failure and having to build back. And so there are a lot of emotions there was a lot of loss, but there is also a comeback story. And like I said, I'm doing this for me. And I am very proud of myself. And so that was just raw emotions, like, I'm doing this.
And doing it,
Believe
you
in
are,
myself.
girl. I'm so proud of you too. You're absolutely right. What I appreciate about you, Allison, and about your journey is that it's a comeback story.
Yes.
You had to find that part of yourself that really believed God when He said that He made you for a bigger purpose and that your work is still yet to be done.
Yes.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I have on the screen right now how you can support Allison, support her dream of rebuilding, support her dream of making cute cookies, a household retail cookie brand, but she needs a start. And that start is just with $7,000. And I'm going to share with you right now that she has already raised almost $2,000. She is 17% funded right now. So this is what Allison's page looks like. You can read all about her business. She's 17% funded already. Her goal was to raise $7,000. Right now, she needs 5,800. She has 33 days with which to raise the money. And you can give her or loan her $25, as little as $25, or as much as $975. And you can do it with a credit card. You can do it with PayPal. But my point is, whatever it is you choose, I'm asking you to support her business. Support Cute Cookies, support Allison's dream. And this is a loan. So you will get the $25 back. You will get the $25 back. What would this mean for you, Allison, if they were to choose to support your business?
It means that I will have exactly the capital that I need to you ever heard the saying, give a man something like food and then he'll eat and he'll be good, but teach him how to fish. It's like, once you give me this capital, or once you lend me this capital, I have enough that I need to be able to create more capital for taking the business where it needs to go. And so it means everything to me.
It means everything to you, and it's a start.
Yes.
It is a start. So part of what I love about your story, Allison, is not only are you bouncing back, not only are you overcoming your fear, because I know that you have fear.
I do not like the limelight.
Listen, I know that you do, but you're also setting an example for your girls. Talk to me a little bit about that.
The girls are my everything. And for me, it's important that I show them and I lead by example with everything that I do. And so I try to be the best figure, since I'm the only figure they see much of right now. And so I try to have them be rounded individuals in every area of their life, when it comes to cleaning, when it comes to the word of God, when it comes to, like, the other day, I was so shocked. My 8-year-old, she was like, Mom, I want to learn a more Bible verse. Let us go through, like, I took her through an entire scripture, and asked her a question. I was like, what don't you understand? What do you understand? And we had that discussion. I speak to my girls not as babies. I speak to them. I have open conversations with them. I let them know they're able to come to me with anything. We talk about feelings in our home. We have meetings. We laugh together. I am very goofy around my girls. And so we'll do pretend TikTok because there's no way I'm going on TikTok. But in their mind, when I hit record, we're doing TikTok. And so we're moving, we're dancing, and these trends that are, so I try to make them be present for everything. They're very involved at school. In fact, my elder, they're very good in terms of art too, and so I have entered her through her school through an art competition, and her art will be exhibited at the Museum of Science and Discovery. So yes, what I'm trying to drive home with my girls is that you can do anything that you set your mind to. And so I try in every area of their life, fun, school, spiritually, I try to make sure that they're rounded. I do my best and I leave the rest to God. That's all we can do.
That's all we can do. So in the last couple of minutes, Allison, I want you to make the direct ask to our audience for them to support you in your vision.
And so here it goes. I need your help. I need your support. I have a second chance of making life work for myself and for my girl. Statistically, as a single mom, it's supposed to be hard for me, but I'm coming against statistics, and I'm saying I can do this, and all I need is a start. All I need is someone to believe in me. All I need is this $7,000 on Kiva. Please lend into this cause, and I will make you proud. I will make myself proud. I will not disappoint. I will not fail.
And you succeed, you will. And by the way, guys, she only needs $5,800 as of this recording. And I really do believe that if everybody who is watching this video would go online and lend her $25, I believe that Allison's dream of getting that start, getting that machine that's only $3,000, getting the packaging, getting the marketing is going to make a big difference, not only for her, but for her girls. So, Done Wisdom audience, Lauderhill audience, let's support Allison. Let's support her business. Let's support this single mom in making her dream happen. Thank you so much for watching this episode of the Done Wisdom Show. Remember, be kind and loving to yourself. Walk good.